A lot is happening. A lot is really happening about this Gabriel thing that is circulating on social media. Some are skeptical about it. Some believe that Gistlover is simply trying to reawaken a dead image, like that thing that happened when whoever it is behind Gistlover, whoever it is, that thing about trying to kind of turn the table around and would weak people into thinking that the demise of Mohbad is connected directly to the record label that Mohbad belonged to, the upcoming music artist Mohbad, that got a lot of Nigerians and even non-Nigerians worried, a lot of interest on justice for Mohbad. At that point, Gistlover lost a lot of crowd. People didn't trust even right now. Gistlover is still trying to kind of buy his or her way into the hearts of people through what Gistlover is known to do. Now, let us be sincere about certain things. I know people don't like to think. People don't like to use their head to think deep. They just like to be entertained, and they are comfortable with it regardless, as long as it's got nothing to do with them. They don't mind who is being brought down, who is being defamed. But there is one thing I want you to be aware of. The names and lists that Gistlover brought up, to a larger extent, some names are making sense. Let us be sincere. I am not here to joke. Some names are making sense. They are making a lot of sense. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty of it because we are not talking about these other people. We are focusing more on Mr. Edochie. Yes, Mr. Edochie. The thing is this: the industry is very dark. This industry is full of darkness. Yes, the industry called Nollywood. In fact, in general, the entertainment industry is full of darkness. It's full of it. So, this thing about Edochie, being part of this association is not something that that is new to people who are kind of they know what's up. They know what's up. So there is this Stephen Ugochukwu that wanted to expose Edochie back then, but there are 3 reasons that people engage in this act. 1, they engage in this act because they have been frustrated and they have been compelled to. Yes, they engage in it because they are frustrated and they have been compelled into it. It's not something that they want to do. I'm talking about the so-called victim that now become an oppressor later. Some of them are compelled. Some of them just want to try and see what's on the other side. Very dirty, isn't it? Now, how about Edochie? It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. When I say it's a terrible thing, it's a terrible thing. So this thing has been there, but many people, some people do not have the guts to want to start getting into this matter. Like, you know what? We are going to press and deliver this as it should be delivered. Like, we are going to drop this like a hot potato on the laps of, because before you come up with something, you need evidence of it. You need to show and show and show. And also there are other things that you want to also protect. You want to protect your own life. You don't want to come up with something when you don't open your mouth when you are dealing with powerful people, certain powerful people. They will crush you down. They will deliver you to the ground 6 feet below within seconds. So you have to choose your fight, not because you cannot fight, not because you don't know how to fight. You have to kind of find a way to choose your fight and fight and fight and fight. So Gistlover has decided to expose Edochie again, and this time around, someone released something that is a little bit much more clearer. So this person said that Oba, that is Gistlover now, please hide my identity. Edochie is a confirmed gay. Now, Stephen Ugochukwu tried to expose him, and people think he was lying because that time gay wasn't so big in the industry, and the matter is still online. Fast forward to 2017. Now, Edochie Academy, so-called academy, this is where he indirectly does his thing. This fake school is part of where Edochie does the gaying thing. If you want to rise, bring your bring your nyash. He's only interested in their nyash. That's it. Now, this person is saying, I even have the direct number of Edochie because all Edochie is interested in is Nyash. That is the thing. Now, this person is also saying that Gistlover should dive into Canny Wood. I think that is the northern part of the entertainment industry, the Nollywood. There are a lot of gays there. We know that Northerners, I mean, the Hausas, Fulanis, whatever ethnic group is in that north, they like gayism and then Gabriel things like any other human beings who are into this inordinate affection will. But because this is not an accepted thing in Nigeria, it's not something that it's something that is frowned upon. In fact, it is despicable. It's not morally acceptable. So this definitely will, what I mean, this will create this kind of incognito, like a kind of incognito approach to whatever it is that they do. They will not want to come out all the way, like show themselves. They want to hide behind the scene. Like I said, it's a shameful thing as an African. Yes, an African in Africa, it's a shameful thing. It's not something that you want to. But we started having certain young stars, the Gen Zs, who came out like with full force. That's because some of these Gen Zs had access to foreign countries where these things are celebrated and has been made official. So that's basically some of the reasons why this thing is, the way it is. We have a lot of these people who are into this inordinate affection. Let's be sincere. You will not know that these people are into this inordinate affection. It could have started when they were in school. It started when they were in a boarding house. It started somewhere, and they continued doing the doings of the doer until it became something that is uncontrollable. That's the same case of Edochie, who is presently trying to find a way to get out of this mess. At times, one will ask, I know it's nobody's business. Yes, you own your life. It's not everybody that is going to be married or whatever. But you see some lifestyle of certain men and you'll be like wondering. But those who are close to them, who have seen them, perform, who have seen them do the doings of the doer, they will ask themselves, like, why is it that this guy, of all things that I presented to him, it is only the backyard that he's interested in? I mean, a man too that wants the backyard of a woman every time, the backyard of the woman, and they're only interested in the backyard of men too. Such people exist. They will be like, hey, they're around a woman not because they're attracted to that woman. They're around a woman just to make it appear as if they are also into women. But they will observe, I mean, these ladies will observe that the only part of their body that this Gabriel is interested in is their behind, and that's it. Afterwards, end of story, end of discussion. They give you a lot of money, you can go, you can leave. So Edochie presently is not having it good, not at all. Ever since this news broke, Edochie's life has never remained the same. As I was hoping that 2024 would be a year that will end this palaver of Edochie, it seems that this Gabriel thing is another journey that, well, it is what it is. Unfortunately, just look at it. This is what we have in the industry. I call it industry of shame. Industry of shame. That is why they have been pushing this agenda, trying to push this agenda into Nigeria, like trying to encourage the likes of Bobrisky and some of these losers to bring in this inordinate affection. And they say, are they doing anybody any evil? And what is it? Must we believe in your Christ or in your God? We are who we are. We want to do what we do. They say a lot of things, dirty things. But these things are counterproductive. That's the truth of it. Regardless of what anyone wants to say, well, you might come from a country where such is accepted. You might even be somebody who does these things. But the truth of the matter is, if you search within yourself, you realize that there is something that you yourself do not really understand. But you just know that this thing is just how you feel, or this is just what is happening to you. But you know within you that there is something about me. Is it that I came in a wrong gender? Because if, come on, oh, what's the big deal? It's just that I have affection for a man. I don't like women. And I prefer to use where it's not designed for such. You know what I mean? Well, you let okay. It has happened. You have to carry your cross. Your cross has become many.